so many Muslim women who, if we're just restricting our comments to dress, do not choose to wear the hijab.
Yes.
Whether or not, like, honestly, choosing to wear the hijab makes your life more difficult. It's a way in which you experience more prejudice.
Based on a desire, if you will, to please God and only God. He should be foremost in your life. And really, I started wearing the hijab before I even made my shahada and decided to become Muslim. For me, I come from a background where unfortunately I was abused early on in my life. And for me, the hijab was a way, it gave me my self-confidence back. It gave me my self-worth back. I felt like this big weight had been lifted off of my shoulders, and all of a sudden I felt like I was being seen through new eyes by people. I had so much more respect from people. The difference that it makes on how you're treated. People look at you and they see you as a person.
Right.
And not as, you know, a woman who's on a commercial trying to sell a car dressed in skimpy clothing.
Think that people look at me and they see a stereotype. Like, I still feel that people look at me and they see my scarf and they make certain assumptions about me that are just as inconvenient as if I didn't wear it. I don't feel like my authentic self is more seen. You know, you mentioned earlier that my brother converted before I did, and I learned most of my Islam from him, but there were 7 years in between when he converted and when I converted. So I spent a long time thinking about this and asking questions.
And what was it though? But what were those answers that Terry referred to that brought you solace or brought you comfort or brought you whatever it is that makes you a Muslim? Joy, peace, modesty?
So I think what I wanted for myself was a more intimate and visceral relationship with God than what I felt my home church offered me. You know, I loved the way Muslims prayed. I loved that they prayed with their bodies. I loved that they prayed multiple times a day. I didn't feel like I was getting the spiritual food that I needed by just going to church once a week. Although there are many lovely things about church, and there are a lot of things that I miss about it now.
Right.
It's very different. And so for me, you know, I really wanted what I felt like, you know, was like a direct line to God all the time. And I felt like Islam offered that, and I felt like the theology was just beautiful.